What goes into picking these niches for you?
Basically, if it's lucrative.
Okay.
If it's lucrative, if I do pay-per-click, I try to look for markets that I can easily get into. The barrier of entry is low, but still profitable.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, what I mean by barrier of entry is if I was to do mortgage loans, the barrier of entry to that is just by my experience. If I was to do pay-per-click, it's very expensive
okay, now I understand.
to go into that market. Tremendous barrier of entry. It's very expensive, and there's lots of competitors. If I was to do building a list, it depends on your goal. My ideally one is one that it's cheap. The barrier entry to entry is low, but it's passionate. And
Rabid.
It's a rabid market. Those are my favorite types of markets.
Well, I think they're everyone's. You want that rabid list, of course. So, do you still do your own research on these? I mean, are you still the one that is picking these markets, and is that fun for you? Are you still passionate about picking the niches and how you're going to go approach that? I mean, by now you have a system probably in place.
Yeah, it's a system in place.
So, but still, I mean, what role are you playing that really is fun for you?
Exactly. My main goals is, as you said, a lot of the stuff is outsourced. I generally pick the market. I do the research on the market. I do the Barnes and Noble trips every couple of weeks, seeing what we're doing.
That's fun to go check out.
See what they're doing and
magazines.
And
so
see
that's
if I can get in
a
there.
hot tip, guys. The magazine rack at Barnes and Nobles, right? That's
that's
pretty much like, hey, here's all the hot niches. If there's a magazine around it, it's gonna make you money, basically, right? I would think. I mean,
basically, you want if there's a new magazine, you may want to wait on it. It could be trendy, but a lot of these magazines, have been around for a couple of years, 1 to 2 years, and you'll want to take a look at it. And most importantly, though, you want to see what other products are selling, and if that product would be something that you could sell on the internet.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so now you started building up that list. You started developing a relationship. This is probably prior to actually having your own info product for that niche?
It depends. I have some lists where I haven't built a product, or it's usually like an affiliate product.
Okay.
I'm just testing out. The way I do it is,
how do you go into product creation from that list?
Identify the market, identify the wants and needs of that market, and want to see what type of market could buying a product mine, what would that fulfill? And then I see which product would they most likely to buy that, and then I create the product based upon that.
Okay. Do you start questioning your list on maybe like things that they might want, or do you just kind of figure it out and then just
generally I have a good idea
offer it, and then is that list they're on, they had gotten your report, whatever. Do you start? I mean, the list that you built for one niche website, I mean, do you just keep, making more products that are your own, or do you just kind of build that product and then and of course it's still, you constantly are growing. The list is growing, you can keep selling the same product.
Right.
I mean, do you set up an autoresponder series where it basically is a selling campaign for that product, and then it's performing, and then you go away, and that's another however much a month off that website?
My record, if you want some insight, and I don't think I've already said this, my record right now is I have one list that goes 360 days on an autoresponder with over 100 messages to that list.
And that's all pitching the same.
You've got majority's content, so
Right.
you're giving information, you establish the relationship with your list, and then every few days is a product. An affiliate program, maybe a pay-per lead offer.
All right, so a little here and there blended in, but mainly eventually selling or pushing the same product. Did you offer that product on the website in the first page? So it's basically like they get on this list, and then they're keeping up with this information, and then eventually you send them to a page. Do you tell them it's your product, or?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you
Because
say,
you're
hey, this is-
establishing, if it's your own product, the reason why you get them on the list is establish your credibility.
Okay.
So if they trust the content and they like the content that they're getting, and these little snippets of information, they're more than likely going to buy an information product for you.
Okay.